WA XL Cup Racing proudly presented by Retrovision, Liqui Moly, Voltec Mechanical, Racetech, Nexter, and Revolution Race Gear.
A large field of XL Cup runners heading out onto the circuit, and it looks like we're going on board. It looks like it may be Harrison Perez we're on board with for our Turn 7 media. Our live stream customers getting a really good close-up view of what it's like to go around carco.com.au Raceway. Bit of an unusual addition to this race car with a dash mat still in place on board car number 3. I think it's car number 3. Making their way through the S's and up and over the top of the hill. Carlos Ambrosio will start on pole position. Alongside him will be Zane Rhodes in car number 73. Second row, Stuart McGregor in car number 2, and returning to XL Cup where he first started was Jackson Callow. And we have Tristan Moore in car number 16, Clamp in 13, Cooper in 55, John Schultz in 99, Wagner de Souza in car number 25. Then we have Noah Byrne in car number 11. Will Panizza in car number 9, Fisher in 12, Ruano Stumpf in car 50, Nathan Seaton in 95, the first of the Coves in car number 36, Cameron Charnley in 5, Craig Ferreira in car number 84, Renan Sanchez in car number 29, then Stuart McGregor in car number 8, and 117, the second of the Cove cars, in 117. Ashley Cove, and then Hewitt, car number 40, Wesley Lahair in car number 27, the third of the Cove cars, 171, and rounding out the field from the back of the field looks like Burns in car number 3, who we don't actually have down on our entry list at the moment, so we'll have to get an update from our people down there in race control. Car number 3, Burns. He'll be starting right down the back in about position 24 or 25. The last of our runners out onto turn number 7, finding their grid positions. A big drag race coming up between the current state champion in car number 1, Carlos Ambrosio, versus Zane Rhodes in car number 73. He'll be on in position 2 and 3 as well, with McGregor alongside Jackson Callow in car number 80. Everybody looks like they are in their correct grid positions now. We're just waiting for our official to show the green flag at the rear of the field. Everybody now in starters' hands. 5 to 10 second delay now. The red lights will come on. And it looks like somebody has moved forward there. Could be one of the Lias racing cars, and I think it was car number 25 has really moved forward, and that's Wagner de Souza. So there could be a penalty coming up for car number 25. But back to the front, and it's Carlos Ambrosio by 2 car lengths already over Zane Rhodes. He's got 3 lengths over third place of McGregor, and then it's just a battlefield of Hyundai XLs as they head up through P2 and 3 at the moment. A few early moves on at the moment with that blue XL trying to run around the outside into turn number 4. He's able to do it as well. So he's got in front of Wagner de Souza in car number 25. We'll have to wait and see whether there will be a penalty applied for that start for car number 25. Currently within the top 10 is de Souza. But our leaders exiting turn number 6 and up and over the top of the hill. And it is Carlos Ambrosio and Zane Rhodes. They're really skipping away now from McGregor and Callow. And it looks like we've gone safety car with one of our starters not able to get off the line. Can't make out who that car is down there, right down the back of the field there, but unable to get away from the line. A clutch or drive line issue on board that car. And somebody else taking evasive action here, car number 40. That's Paul Hewitt running down the grass into turn number 7. Quite sure what happened there with the car of Hewitt. The recovery team already moving that car back up into the paddock area. Like it may be as it comes close to us in the Rob Janney broadcast studio. Hopefully we should be able to get racing again next time around. Could be car number 11 of Noah Byrne. We'll have to pick it up. A little bit too far away for us to see exactly who that is, but it's good to say that they are off the circuit and we should get a race start here. We're down to 5 minutes and 58. Like it may be one of the Cove cars, as I can see it dropping through the field. Car number 117. Beautifully presented pink and purple car. We'll wait for our safety car to come up and over the top of the hill. If the lights are out, we will go racing this time through. 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here on the clock. Remember, all of our events today are run to time certainty, except for our time challenge. Looks like a second car has come to a stop there on the exit of pit lane, so we will go around one more time. And that looks like it may be car number 8 of McGregor. He's also dropped to the bottom of the field. We've got Cove, Moore and Panizza not showing up on the scoreboard at the moment. A bit of attrition early here on the Hyundai XL Cup race, number 1 for the day. Very unusual. These are normally a very reliable little race car. They're not far away from a stock standard Hyundai XL as far as the engine. Limited modifications being able to be made to these cars. They're all running the same suspension, same tyre package and brakes. That it puts the emphasis back onto the driver's skill and how you set the cars up with their tyre pressures and maybe disconnecting one of the rods at the back of the car to loosen the back of the car up, particularly when it rains. They will disconnect that rod, the rear rod that runs from one side of the car to the other. Go back on board with Burns in car number 3 is moving down into turn number 6. Just trying to get some heat, keeping the heat in those front tyres. These are a front wheel drive car, of course. So wherever you point the front wheel, the back wheel will follow. Carlos Ambrosio, Zane Rhodes and Stu McGregor are your top 3. Coming up and over the top of the hill. Safety car now starting to accelerate away. We will get a green light this time through for continuation of race number 1 for our XL Cup runners. 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining, so we should get a good 3-lap run here. Can Ambrosio hold off Zane Rhodes? A very hard charger in car number 73, and then behind him a guy that's done a lot of laps around here and also on go-kart tracks around Western Australia is Stuart McGregor, driving for Napa Auto Parts in car number 2. And look at Rhodes trying to put a move on Carlos Ambrosio as they go down into turn number 1 for the first time on this restart. Ambrosio lets the car run right out to driver's left on the exit of turn number 1, trying to keep the momentum going. They're not a overly high horsepowered car. You've got to try and keep as much speed into these cars as you can. As somebody runs very, very wide around turn number 4, runs nearly out to the concrete apron on the driver's right. Everybody over the top of the hill successfully on this first lap of our restart. All pretty much single file now as they head down into turn number 6. 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining on this one, and Zane Rhodes has dropped back about 1.5 car lengths now, but now he should get a tow up and over the top of the hill, so we'll look for a pass on down here from Zane Rhodes. Is he going to be able to pull out and run down the inside, or is he going to be happy to just to sit right in the boot lid of the current state champion in Carlos Ambrosio? And he's decided to just sit there and bide his time at the moment. Somebody running very, very wide on the exit of turn number 7 as well. That was the little purple and green car number 13, and that's Tristan Clamp. So that'll be a strike against his name for exceeding track limits down there on the exit of turn number 7. But look at the advantage that these two guys out in front, Ambrosio and Zane Rhodes. Ambrosio fast through sector 1, and in sector 2 it was Zane Rhodes last time through. They're pretty much single file now for the rest of the field, but the winner will come from one of these two out in front. Who will it be? Ambrosio, the current state champion, over Zane Rhodes in car number 73. Rhodes really late on the brakes, gets right into the boot lid of the current state champion down there in turn number 6. Ambrosio using all of the racetrack and a little bit more on the way out of turn number 6 as they crest the top of the hill. Still 1 car length the difference between Ambrosio and Rhodes. So Rhodes throws the car up the inside of Carlos Ambrosio and takes the lead now. We are down to 41 seconds, so we should get 2 more laps of racing here at CARCO Raceway. Ambrosio looking to fight back now as he goes side by side with Rhodes down into turn number 1 and regains P1 on the racetrack. We are on lap number 6 at the moment. And Ambrosio will feel a little bit uncomfortable about Zane Rhodes being able to get in front. Oh, Tristan Clamp very, very wide on the exit of turn number 1. They're side by side back there in the pack. That looks like D'Souza on the inside. Clamp in the purple car held mid-track here. And Wagner D'Souza nearly 3 wide, if you don't mind, going up and over the top of the hill. Some great action further back in the pack with Tristan Clamp, car number 13, doing a great job over Nathan Seaton and Wagner D'Souza. They're still going side by side down into turn number 6. Big brake lock up there for D'Souza. He's run wide. That's allowed Nathan Seaton now to grab a position right into the boot lid now of Tristan Clamp. They're going side by side as they come up and over the top of the hill. This is a great battle. We got 4 cars and they're both side by side coming up and over the top of the hill. Down into 7 now to reel off another lap here at carco.com.au Raceway. Somebody's fired it right up the inside. Pushes Clamp wide again, so that'll be 2 strikes now for Tristan Clamp in car number 13. That's Fisher in car number 12, and then I think that was 50 of Ruano Stumpf for Lias Racing in the blue car. Another bit of a brake lock up down there into turn number 1. It may have come from 25 of D'Souza, so maybe he's got a flat spot on those tyres there as he still tries to do something about the car in front of Clamp, and then Fisher having a good look as well. And side by side over the top of the hill for Lias Racing, it's Wagner D'Souza over Clamp and Fisher having a great battle, and it continues down there into turn number 6. But our leaders now up and over the top of the hill. It's still Carlos Ambrosio over Zane Rhodes. Zane looking for an outside run. Is he going to run around the outside or do the up and under? And he's run wide. He's chosen to have a bit of a strike there. But checkered flag comes out to the current state champion, Carlos Ambrosio. Last lap, well, fastest lap of the event was a 1:12. And Clamp looks like he's run really wide again, so that will probably be a penalty coming for Clamp. But we'll wait and see what happens up there at the WA Sporting Car Club. Race control at the conclusion of this event. But a good, hard-fought win for car number 1 of Carlos Ambrosio. A 1:12.3 was the fastest lap for Carlos Ambrosio, but fastest lap of the race was bettered by 1/10 of a second by Zane Rhodes. McGregor takes out 3rd, Noah Byrne for 4th, then Jackson Callow, Cooper in 5 and 6. John Schultz and Nathan Seaton take out 7 and 8. And 9 and 10 will be Wagner de Souza, with a bit of a question mark hanging over that position at the moment, and also Clamp in car number 13. That rounds out our top 10. Hope you enjoyed race number 1 for our XL Cup runners. We'll take a short break and we'll be back very shortly here with lots more at CARCO Raceway.
Joined by Jacob Fisher, who just finished in the XL category for his first race today. Hi, Jacob. Well done. And how did you go today? How did you feel about the race?
Yeah, it felt really good. This is my first proper race in my car. I did a meeting last year, but my car didn't want to run in any races. So it's his first proper race, still getting the hang of things, set up, all that bits and pieces. But I think I finished 10th, so pretty happy with that, yeah.
Well done.
And what did you have going through your mind whilst you were going through that race?
Just really like working on my own driving. I know the car's pretty good. We've done a few things to it. Just working on me being consistent and trying to pass a few cars to get to the top 10 there, yeah.
So this is your first year of competing. So which way did you? What's the trajectory? How did you get here in the first place? Why XLs?
Well, actually, I raced Speedway, so I raced that for 3 or 4 years, and then this car came up for sale, pretty good price, and we're like, you know what, we'll give it a go, and then gone from there and love it. Yeah,
I'm actually a great fan of XLs. I think it's a great category to be a part of because it's really about the driving skill, not about the actual car itself, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. They're not the fastest cars out there, but they take a lot of skill to drive. And I still get my head around this thing. Like, they don't look that hard, but when you try to drive it consistently, and then you make mistakes, but you just got to work on it. Yeah.
Jacob, you're only 17 years of age. So you must need a lot of support to sort of get on the track. So who is your support team?
Oh, my mum, dad, granddad, everyone that comes and helps out. Paul, Jake, thanks for all your help. Wes and Craig, without them, I wouldn't probably be here. They helped me back home, and all my sponsors. Without them, I wouldn't be out here. Their money and just everything they've done for me, it really helps me out.
Well done, and good luck for the rest of the championship.
Thank you.
Have a great day, mate. Well done.
It's back to you guys.
WA XL Cup Racing proudly presented by Retrovision, Liqui Moly, Tech Mechanical, Race Tech, Nexter, and Revolution Race Gear.